goes into Switzerland with a strengthened cooperation between business and government as the country prepares to present its story on the global stage. President Ramaphosa's participation at the annual gathering has been lauded, with Sanlam's Tato Mashego saying this will send a strong message to global leaders.
It will be the first time in a few years that the head of state from South Africa will be leading the delegation. This is an important signal to international partners, whether it be other countries or investors or large multinational businesses, that South Africa does intend to attract investment and to collaborate on various projects. Of course, we know that there are challenges in terms of improving growth. The IMF is forecasting, 1.5% in the medium term for South Africa, whereas we know that government and the business community are looking for 3%. So that will come with some challenges, but we have seen positives.
Government met with business in Johannesburg on a call to action ahead of the gathering. The meeting explored various strategies as the country looks to present a united front under the Government of National Unity. Nedbank CEO Jason Quinn says the alignment will serve to bode well for South Africa at world stages in line with the country's future ambitions.
I think we've always had a sense that South Africa is warmly welcomed at Davos, and we go this year with a better story. We've also got a lot to listen to at Davos. And the world is in a very complicated and contested environment at the moment, and that's the need for collaboration globally. Let's not also forget that digitization is a key part of the agenda there. We've got a story as South Africa around that with a significant proportion of youth. We've got a story to tell around automation. But we've also got to keep ourselves centered on some of the global issues that are also South African issues, including energy, which we're making progress on, but more significantly things like food and water security are issues that are going to kind of face us for a very long time. And to be able to listen and engage on those conversations, I think we can bring a lot back to South Africa as well.
Team South Africa is also expected to highlight the country's G20 presidency under the theme Solidarity, Equality and Sustainability. First-ranked CEO Mary Vilakazi says the country is on a firmer footing.
Investors say to us they are encouraged about our democracy progression, encouraged about what the government has announced around the country. But for them, they've been bitten a few times because South Africa has previously not executed. So the sentiment has generally been that investments will flow into South Africa once they see more concrete delivery on the action plans that have been articulated. So what is really very good about the session that we've just had is that I think there are clear markers that we can communicate back, and that I think the ministers are acutely aware of the importance of, I think, staying on course and I think making progress as opposed to only just articulating the vision. So what's encouraging for me is just to see that I think that we are aligned on the fact that delivery on what we have promised is actually what's going to also result in a shift in how South Africa is positioned.
The 2025 World Economic Forum theme is Collaboration for the Intelligent Age. The country hopes to leverage on opportunities at the annual meeting as the theme aligns with South Africa's focus on innovation and inclusion to address its economic and social challenges. Katlagwan Rodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.